newest episode of the Otafest podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Angelo.
I'm Shawn.
Hi, Shawn.
I just snuck in. Don't mind me.
Stray cat, I fed him.
Yeah.
And now I'm keeping him.
Sean, introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Basically, I'm just Nancy's husband, so I just snuck in because, you know.
Just Nancy's husband.
That is not your defining personality
Actually,
trait.
you are just Nancy's husband
Yeah.
because
Wait,
you were very recently.
That is
Yeah.
1 week as of today, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was congratulations.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
If you keep the wedding certificate and you decide that you don't want him anymore, can you just return it? And you have to
I'm pretty sure there's no return policy on these. It's not like one of those
30
things
days.
you could just...
God, I hope there
it's a
isn't.
retail
I think so.
standard to have at least 14 days depending
Please
on the
keep
product,
me.
right?
Well, it depends a lot on the product.
Yeah. Was he final sale?
For us, when it was Apple products, if it was opened, we couldn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Are you an Apple product?
No, thank God.
Yeah, I wouldn't have you if you were.
You could get Apple Care. But...
All right.
Okay, anyways.
That's like a Manny Petty package. It's basically what it is.
Okay. We should do news announcements.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, man. Okay. So, if you guys were with us at Pride during the Pride Parade, thank you very much for coming out and supporting the LGBTQ community. We had a huge turnout for our floats. First year, we actually had a float. So
I mean, it's only the second year that we've done with Pride.
Really?
Yes.
No, we done it more than once. Really?
Prove it.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, so yeah, no, we shared the float with Calgary cosplay community. So shouts to them for helping us out and representing anime in Calgary. And whose idea was the banner for on the side of the float?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, it was great. It just said "anime is gay" in huge bold letters across the side of the float, and
I mean, it's true.
It is
That's
true.
amazing.
Yeah.
It is very true.
So it was a really powerfully uplifting experience to see a whole bunch of friends and families and family, strangers provide their love and support for our community and for the LGBTQ community, and we're honored to be able to take part as Otafest. So
Thank you for all the free hugs I received while we were walking down the parade route.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of just all the audience in general, which were fantastic.
Yeah, Pride in general is just the one time I feel really great about living in Calgary.
Yeah.
Because it's like the one day where everyone's super positive and it's just good vibes all
If you
around.
don't want to be positive, you get to listen to Darude Sandstorm. I mean, everyone wins.
Yeah, everyone wins.
So it's good. But yeah, super happy about that.
And we got memes out of it this
We
year.
can talk a little bit more about that in a bit here.
Okay, yeah, sure. The rest of the news. Angel Passes for 2019. They will be on sale today, Friday, September 7th. Okay. Misleading. Today is Friday, September 7th, the day that we're recording this, but this will be released on Tuesday, September whatever.
So it might be sold out already by the time.
Yeah.
But
Why is this even here, Jay?
Because maybe
The
there'll be
people
like
have to know.
the people
Okay.
have to know.
Well, if there's any left, you can go and check otafest.com to see
Yeah.
if there's any Angel Passes left. Chances are there won't be.
Check Otafest to see if there's any left. And if
Same.
there's not,
Wait.
Wait, yeah.
Wait.
There's a
I was
second
going to
batch.
say buy a regular ticket and drag a friend there.
I mean, yes, you could
Or
do that.
that.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
You
But
can always wait, and if you miss it on the second batch, then buy your passes.
well, our Angel Passes tend to be very popular amongst
Yeah.
the people who do buy them.
They
So,
have legit-
What was the fastest they sold out?
oh god,
Yes, last year we
Last
sold out in
year.
minutes.
Yeah,
Minutes.
in minutes.
Literal minutes.
Yeah.
Chances are there won't be any left by the time you hear this, but
yeah.
Hey, you never know.
But
never
yeah.
know.
Anyways, on the other hand, though, early day 3-day weekend passes and regular price photographers passes are also available online as of right now. Check all that out at otafest.com. I will keep reminding you every episode until the day of Otafest 2019.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets, $45 right now. It is probably going to be the cheapest that you'll be able to get them until about December. I think around December is when the price is going up.
Yeah, I think it's either November or December, but
Okay,
it
like-
usually tends to be December.
Yeah, late 2018.
Yeah.
So
December's practically tomorrow.
In retail,
Get them
it is.
now.
yeah.
it is definitely in the retail world.
I used to work at Hallmark, and they sold their yearly, annual listing of Christmas ornaments in June.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
Oh
was
my
not
god.
It was
Yeah,
not fun.
like the moment the Halloween stuff comes down now at Costco,
Christmas.
the Christmas stuff comes
Are
up.
you
Yeah,
kidding me? Usually I go to places and they have Christmas stuff up before Halloween things.
that's
So,
true. Yeah.
so I just want to say, we got married on August 31st.
Yeah.
There were Halloween decorations out the 3 weeks prior every time we went to go get something for wedding things. and they were already out.
Were you ever tempted to like just switch over to Halloween?
And pumpkin spice lattes were released before our wedding.
Yo,
What is up with
Have you
that?
tried the pumpkin spice ice cap?
No.
It's the most basic thing, and I love it.
Okay,
Why would they
today I
just
learned
call it the
Jay's a white
pumpkin
girl.
spiced
Get
cat?
him some Uggs.
No.
They had their chance, but they didn't take it.
You need Uggs and like, you know,
And white girl.
Hey man,
bleached hair.
you know what basic
Yeah.
is actually an analog for? It's just for good shit that everyone can enjoy, whether you like it or not.
No, I don't enjoy pumpkin spice.
It's a
I
progressive viewpoint.
Yes.
unironically don't enjoy it. I actually hate the flavor.
You're
So,
like the biggest hipster I know, so that's like not surprising.
yeah.
Go drink a pumpkin spiced craft brew.
Oh,
I hate
that
those
sounds
too. They're
disgusting.
pretty
Those
bad.
are actually
They're
bad.
not that.
No.
Yeah, they
Pumpkin beer
exist,
probably tastes like
and
Yes,
it's sad
I
that
know.
they exist. Anyways, let's talk Pride for a second. Who was there? Jay was there. I was there.
Angelo
I-
was not
That's
there.
We were busy
No.
having wedding hangover.
I suppose.
Yeah.
we
Okay.
did a lot
Angelo, were you
together.
there?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Was that Saturday or
Sunday.
It was the
Sunday?
Sunday. Yep.
Yeah.
What were me and Dio doing? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Well, I wanna
Watching
talk
your
about-
adorable
some,
puppy?
Some of the things I want to touch on really
Yeah.
quick is that again, I really love the support. I'm.
I just
straight
wanted to
as
talk
fuck,
about the.
but I love no. I just love seeing how many people are willing to show their love and not and be
support,
unashamed
right?
of it. Essentially.
Yeah, no, it's you know, being an ally is very important too,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Well,
you're-
with that being said, I mean, I wish that we could get to a point where
it's not needed anymore.
it's not. Well, we won't get there for a while. So so the next step I'd like to see is even just my own friends and family be there, especially the ones who have their own issues, maybe coming up to their parents or
Oh, I see what you mean.
anything
Yep.
like that. I know there are a few people that a few people I know personally that. I mean, I think they love the idea of Pride and they'd love to be there, but they just don't make it out because they're afraid of any backlash they might receive,
Right.
personally, or maybe even professionally, which I think would be stupid as hell. But hey, that's your own problem, I guess.
Okay.
If it's professional.
But yeah, what do you want to talk about Pride on a less serious note? Can we talk
Yeah.
about the memes that happened on the
Oh, tell me all about the
that are
memes.
currently happening on the
Give us the
Otafest page?
memes.
Yeah, on the Overdose community page. So at the end of the day, Paul took a few photos of our mascots. There was a miniature mascot photo shoot. And they decided to do some meme photos, recreate like the boyfriend staring. at
Oh, I
the
saw that
girl.
one.
Yeah.
That was great.
And that one, they've got a lot of love from the community right now, and
So-
people are going wild with them.
Yeah, so those are again Pride. It's just
Actually,
please,
I'm gonna see if I can. Do you have it? Or
please meme us. I have a couple, I think. I just like, well, most of them, of course. Who else started but Austin Lee? But Austin has been banned multiple times from our convention, and he has continued to be banned from our convention. He's not actually banned, but
He's
no,
banned.
I mean yes, he is. He's
Yeah,
totally
yes,
banned.
he is.
He's
Okay.
banned.
Super
What are you
banned.
talking
he's
about?
banned.
Oh, I don't know how to.
Don't say that into the microphone.
I don't know what my password is for Facebook. Screw it.
Okay, yeah,
So everyone's having this issue today then.
pretty much.
Who cares about Facebook? Really?
I mean,
Who
Facebook knows
actually
what our
uses
passwords are.
Facebook?
Oh, it's
Who
on the-
actually makes their own password?
Anyways,
Google
if you,
can make
if you
your
want to check
password
out,
for you.
if you want to check out some memes from Otafest Pride, just go check out the Otafest community page. It's kind of a riot right now. It's
It is. It's fun stuff.
kind of pure anarchy.
It is.
Yeah, BFR is being really lenient on the moderation of the memes. So
That's
yeah,
okay. I mean, there's shit memes and there's good memes. Well, that's not true. None
there's
of them are
only bad memes.
There's only shit memes.
There's no such thing as a good meme.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so let's actually talk about
I know some general stuff.
general
Or do you
stuff
want-
first. Okay,
You want more pride?
no,
Yeah, want
we're
more
done with
Pride
Pride.
stuff?
You want to talk about The Witcher? And
Yeah, I
our
want to talk about
casting
The Witcher
decisions?
because
Okay.
first of all, I love Project Red, and I love The Witcher
Did you see the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay
game
demo?
demo.
I
I have
did.
not watched it because I don't want to watch
It
it.
is 45 minutes long.
It's
know.
a long video.
Yeah,
It looks
I-
amazing.
I feel
does.
like
It's amazing.
so. You both have watched it then.
Yes.
Parts of it, not all of it.
Parts of it. I've restrained myself. It was
I'm
one of those
not.
things where I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I've seen enough. I'm just gonna turn that off.
That's the main thing. It's like it's not because I don't think I'll like it. No, I just kind of want to experience the game when it comes.
It actually-
at this point, I'm
Yeah.
very happy with everything that I already know about it. So I no longer want to oversaturate myself. I don't need the more hype than I already have
It
for it.
actually tempered my hype. It was what I. It was a very realistic look at the game in its current development stage right now, and I like. it was, it kind of told me, okay, this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're not going to get some crazy, because people are talking about this game as if it's like the second coming of Christ, right?
Yeah.
But
it's going to be like the most overhyped game for the next 5 years.
Yeah. But like this gameplay demo showed the game. It was a vertical slice. It showed all the gameplay systems, and it's like, okay, this is going to be a great game, but it's not going to be the greatest, most epic, mind blowing thing. It tempered my expectations, but I was still impressed.
And I think that's fine too. I don't think I wouldn't say just by watching a minute of gameplay I'll be I'll lose my mind or whatever.
Yeah.
I just think that it's important to gaming as a medium is an experience,
right?
Specifically, that is interactive for the most part, unless you're playing a visual novel.
Okay,
so I just want to. At this point, I really just want the game to come out,
right?
And it sounds you make it sound so simple, and you're entitled to wanting the game or whatever. No, I'm just waiting for the game to come out because I don't want anyone else to tell me how I should feel about it, how they need to feel about it. How this plays into the future of gaming, and I don't need any crazy shit. I just want the game installed on my PC, and then I can play.
Okay, so so you're saying that you don't want to talk about it for your sake, right?
I don't want to talk about it in the sense that we can talk about the demo because in a sense it's if you talk about anything that you've ever seen ever, you saw Jurassic Park World 2 and then you were this is what happens in the movie, but until you kind of see it, I don't really believe that you can spoil things that badly.
Okay, fine.
You know what I mean?
So from what I saw, it looked like a very much more streamlined Deus Ex.
That would be good.
Yeah, because Deus Ex was really great.
Deus Ex? Human Revolution.
Human Revolution.
Okay.
Because I love that game. It's great.
Yeah.
This looks even better.
I mean, that's good because I love the series ever since I was a kid. So.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole time you were talking, it was it's not going to be the next big thing. It's so it's basically the same thing as Human Revolution, where people were hyping it up because, oh my god, new Deus Ex, it's a sequel finally after a goddamn decade. And it was a great game.
It was a great game.
It was extremely competent.
Yep.
I had fun.
Yeah, me too. And
it wasn't that.
It wasn't.
I wouldn't say it's forgettable.
Yeah, and no, I still have really great memories of the game.
Genre defining or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of what is.
If it happens to be mind blowing, great.
Yeah,
personally, I like to approach video games in such a way similar to movies. I like to know a movie is coming. I don't really like to know everything that's going to happen in the movie, so I try not to go
watch every trailer
ham on the trailers and on the leaks and the whatever.
Dude, the trailer analysis videos.
I just want to experience the movie for myself.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the same thing for video games. I just want to see it for myself.
Yeah, internet movie critique is the worst.
I've said this before.
Worst.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Maybe I think it's a function of because of how or when I was raised that I didn't get a lot of information about my favorite franchises when I was growing up, in the sense that if you heard about a new movie coming out, for instance the new Star Wars movies when they first the prequels when they first came out, especially the first one, people were like, oh, hype, there's going to be a new Star Wars, but there was also no way of being oh, this huge leak and 24-hour footage of or not footage, but news,
drone footage of the set.
Yeah, exactly, right. So I kind of I got my daily or my monthly dose of information through gaming magazines that I looked at when my parents were grocery.
So what you're saying is that currently it's oversaturation.
I only want a bit of information.
Over connectivity of the internet. It's the same with the news. You know, you hear about all these things happening, and it's they've always happened. You just didn't hear about them.
And this kind of ties into the next point because we want to talk about the Netflix's The Witcher series. They just announced a couple days ago that they cast Henry Cavill,
which I think is fine.
Man of Steel,
Superman.
I had no idea this series was even coming out.
Me neither.
But if they never at one point show Geralt naked in a fucking wash tub, I will riot, revolt.
How many?
Wait, what? Should there be a lobster in there?
I don't know.
Nah.
It should just be him, with his arms and legs hanging out of the wash tub.
Of the wash tub.
Yeah. All his scars.
But how many full minutes of sex scenes do you expect there to be throughout the series?
Depends if there's a unicorn involved or not.
I just fucking love that PC Gamer meme where they will always show Geralt in the wash tub whenever they're talking about The Witcher.
Okay, so from what I hear, it's
to
based.
the point where the Nendroid even has
This
it.
is
It's
more based on the
possibly
books.
based
for
on the
one thing.
books. So a lot of people have been like photoshopping Henry Cavill to look like girl from the games and stuff. But like apparently in 9 out of the 10 books, he's clean shaven.
Really?
He's scarred but clean shaven.
Yeah.
Huh.
He only has a
Okay.
beard.
He
and,
starts
like-
that way. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's the one. If you've never played Witcher 3, it's one of the most tiniest details that you'll never think you'll notice until you finally like take a look at your character halfway through the game. But you'll start like Witcher 3 with like a shaven face, a clean shaven face. Oh no, you start with a beard, and then in the middle of one of the early cutscenes, someone shaves it off for you just to clean you up for like presentation, and then throughout the game, slowly as you do quests, you
Yeah.
won't notice it, but you start
Is your
growing more
beard
facial
actually
hair.
growing?
What?
Yeah, your facial hair grows back, and
Yeah.
it's one of those really dumb
Yeah.
details that you realize like, holy shit, I have a beard. Holy
You-
shit, there's like a stylist over there.
Anyways, I bring up the beard just because people are saying, "Oh, he's too baby face. He's too handsome to be girl." He's like, it's like, come on, whatever.
Oh, come on. Theatrical makeup has done so much
Yeah,
worse.
let the
Yeah.
guy have a chance, and then like this is another Heath Ledger situation. Like,
Probably,
yeah,
yeah.
Shawn brought this up earlier. It was like people didn't really give Heath Ledger a chance, and then all of a sudden it was great. So
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the actor portraying the part,
Yeah.
and sometimes like the writing of it.
Granted, I haven't seen Henry Cavill in much other than Superman.
Superman.
Well, I mean, he was in Mission Impossible.
I haven't seen it, and
I haven't seen a Mission Impossible in years.
I don't watch Mission Impossible just out of principle because I know whatever.
It's because you know the money's going to Scientology.
Yes, I'm boycotting Tom Cruise movies.
Good plan.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Question: is the cleft on his chin real? Henry Cavill, is that
Oh,
real,
yeah,
or
there
is
was
that, or is it all makeup?
Hey man, if they can erase his mustache in Justice League, they can add a cleft.
Because I'm curious, like that cleft chin. Is
Yeah,
that?
Geralt has very distinct looks.
Yeah.
At least portrayed in the game. So there is something to live up to in that regard. Again, it is kind of a Heath Ledger thing where it's not like Heath Ledger really looked like the Joker at any given point.
Oh no,
No.
never.
But I would say that I don't know if he has a cleft chin, but I'm sure he'll do fine with or without one. I would hope.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like I want him to have good-looking like white hair. Good-looking white hair can be hard.
There's
pull off.
definitely something off-putting about when the wig they put on you just doesn't look right.
Doesn't match right.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really match you.
But he's gonna have to have the good-looking white hair, and he's gonna have to have a lot of scars.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
those scars also like they help tell the story of kind of the fights and battles and stuff that he's been a part of.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Game of Thrones aesthetic. Like
I think so.
really violent sex scenes.
I actually
all this-
don't know if I'll
Hopefully
watch
not
it.
both at the same time.
Well,
Game of
you
Thrones
know.
did both at the same time.
True.
Yeah.
I get. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yo, fun fact about I don't want to talk about it specifically too in depth, but I'm sure everyone here's watched a little bit of Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
That scene with Daenerys and crap, what's his name?
Jon Snow.
No, not Jon Snow. Like this is way early on with
For season 1,
with Jason Momoa.
Khal
Oh,
Drogo.
yeah.
Yeah. When they're consummating their marriage,
Yeah,
let's say,
that
for the first time.
Yeah,
That scene, oh my god, I can't remember anyone's names right now. Lady actor,
Emilia Clarke
yeah, Emilia Clarke. She watched that scene for the first time
with her parents. Yeah.
They were like, oh, like the story's really progressing. Let's watch, and then parents being parents and being proud of their child and wanting to watch their work and all that stuff. That was like one of the first scenes they ever.
She had
watched.
like 3 nude scenes before that though, and
Yeah.
so that's
Yes,
even
but nude-
worse.
Very first episode, she's nude.
Yeah.
But nude is like a little different than showing your character getting railed by.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like in that situation, the parents would be like, "Oh, we've seen you naked. Now everybody else gets to as well."
Yeah.
Whereas,
Moving on.
What the?
Moving
Okay,
on.
let's move on. Okay.
Speaking of sex,
Yes.
let's.
Dude, can we
maybe-
not talk about this, please? I don't want to talk about
I
this.
just want
let's
Angelo's.
skirmish around this.
Can Angelo at least say the thing that he said before because it was the best thing. I look up like stuff and honestly like sometimes I just look up news articles and whatever, but I don't always read every news article. I think they're just fun to bring up. And I put this one, which is the pointer for this says the future is here. Sex robot makes professional adult film debut. I
so-
didn't actually read into this.
I
Angelo
wanted
did.
to have something to say about this.
Okay.
I read the article. It's not a robot at all.
It's a doll.
It's just a sex doll.
It's a doll.
How
It's
dare
a
they?
doll.
How dare they mislead you?
And what did you say that you expected?
I expected the leading edge of technology in all pornographic ventures.
Yeah.
I see.
He's not wrong in that regard.
Okay, can we please move on? Ladies and gentlemen,
It was
we,
just a robot in the plot.
disclaimer, we run a family-friendly anime con, although we sometimes we
Robots
do
are
have...
family friendly.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Fall anime preview. This is what we're actually here to talk about.
Greatest segue I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Speaking of sci-fi, the first anime we have on the docket is indeed in the sci-fi genre.
Oh, good.
You've had all your mobile gotcha game anime. You've had like Wii Cross and like Monster Strike and all that garbage anime. Get ready for the real mobile game anime.
Oh, yes.
Ingress.
Back before Pokemon Go was a thing. We
Ingress,
had
yeah.
Ingress.
So developed by Niantic as
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's developed by Nantic, produced by Kraftar.
And
Who wants to read the synopsis?
I'll do it.
I could. Okay.
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
go for it.
This world around you is not what it seems. Our future is at stake, and you must choose a side. A mysterious energy has been unearthed by a team of scientists in Europe. The origin and purpose of this force is unknown, but some researchers believe it is influencing the way we think. We must control it, or it will control us. The enlightened seek to embrace the power that this energy may bestow upon us. The resistance struggle to defend and protect what's left of our humanity. Available on Netflix.
So it's going to be Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So super accessible, at least.
Were you guys resistance or enlightened?
I don't remember which color was which.
Yeah, which
I
color
Green
was
was
it?
resistance, blue was enlightened, if I remember
I
right.
think I was blue.
I think I was blue.
You
Because-
a
scum.
whole bunch of us
Well, I
played.
think because Isla got me into it.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
played with
Isla was-
Isla a bit.
Yeah, so Isla must have been blue because I remember the only reason I really remember that I was blue because I remember the team nicknames were Frog and Smurf. And
I
was
actually
like,
don't remember which one I was.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, I'm a Smurf, I guess.
So,
I just remember that when the game came out, it was a similar problem like Pokemon Go, where if you lived out in the burbs, there was nothing for you to
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
Just nothing. Completely bare as far as the eye could see. But if you went down, anywhere inner city, it was pretty poppin'.
Yeah. And like Isla mostly told me about it because she was like, she knew that I would take transit into downtown a lot, and she also works near the university and everything like that. So lots of access points.
So to be clear, we're talking about the game right now, but this is an anime that is
It
coming
is
out on
turning
Netflix.
into an anime, yes.
So
I don't think it's the worst premise for an anime.
no,
no.
I don't think
No,
so
it seems
either.
fine,
Yeah,
you know.
it seems interesting actually. I might give it a try.
I mean,
because-
the art's pretty generic. You see two dudes with guns. One's in a gray suit. One's in a black suit. There's green and blue on the poster because that's the factions.
And
that you have.
there's-
And then you have some pure white light human being girl who's probably some stupid representation of the system.
She's an alien.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm
don't
getting
know.
serious psychopath vibes from that poster, though.
Yeah, that's what I was
Right?
thinking.
It looks like
Psychopath.
Psychopaths, but I'm sure it's nothing
Okay,
like
wait.
Psychopaths.
Do we have a studio who's animating this?
Kraftar.
Kraftar.
Never heard of them before.
Are they Japanese?
I don't
Or
know.
as opposed to what, Korean?
No, Korean or American? Because
I don't see why they would be American.
okay, no, they're
Almost
Japanese.
almost all production for animation is done in like 3 areas of the world.
Okay.
America not being one of them,
Well,
unless it's Disney.
Because okay, so first of all, are you gonna watch it?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I will give it a try.
I will give it a
episode
try.
This
I
is
will
the-
give it the
yeah.
3-episode try.
Oh, you have that rule too?
Usually, yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
I think it's a universal
if
rule.
at
I
least
mean,
by 3
Only
episodes.
if it's recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If something is like an obvious no in the first episode,
Yeah.
Well,
don't
okay.
give it the 3
Yeah.
episodes.
To be fair,
I think it's too generic looking. It reminds
Oh, it's
me
going to
too
be
much
very
of-
generic.
It reminds me too much
Right.
of like some other shit shows that are always in this category. So I'm gonna say I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Okay.
It would have to be like. It would have to add like interesting element, like I don't know, supernatural elements or some other shit that.
so what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for one of us to watch it and then tell you if it's any good.
What happens?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So it says available on Netflix, but this isn't being produced by Netflix. I don't think.
Oh,
So
So
interesting.
chances are what's
lot of
going to
it.
happen, the Pirates are going to watch it week by week, and then it's going to launch at the end of the season after everyone who already cares has watched everything.
And they will
and
have
all at once on
There's
Netflix.
a lot of
Right,
there's a lot of
possibly.
anime on Netflix.
And the pirates will probably fix all the subs.
Okay, so I asked about the if the studio is American or not because there's another quote unquote anime that's coming out, like season 2 of something. Not really an anime because it's not technically.
It's an
Are you talking
American cartoon.
Yes, but the style is extremely anime.
Are you talking about the Castlevania?
Castlevania season 2.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Give it to me.
Season 1 was awesome.
October.
Oh, it was so good.
Gimme,
It
gimme,
was
gimme,
so
gimme.
good. Four episodes though. What the heck?
I know.
But-
What the hell?
No, but I mean, like honestly, I've always been a fan of short format.
Yeah, that's true.
I-
But
I
four,
don't-
that
I
was
don't-
way too short. 4 was way too short for that.
4 is usually too short.
Yeah.
but
I
I
mean-
will say like in the 4 to 7 range is usually too short.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to like 12 to 13 or 12 to like 15.
That's the
episodes
thing. Like
at
it
most,
was
really.
it was 4 episodes for like a single arc of what could have been a 12-episode series.
This is
Yeah.
true, but I also like I just
it
think
was
that
a complete bit of its
Yeah.
own story
Yeah.
with obvious room to flow from
Right.
there.
Jay, have you seen it?
I watched the first couple episodes. No, wait. No, I watched it.
The whole thing. You can sit in watch in one sitting.
I
right?
remember
Yeah.
watching it, being blown away, and then being pissed off that it ended at 4. And I was
Yeah, I
like,
know.
"Where's the rest?
No,
We're finally getting some more.
8
Some more. Not
8
the rest.
episodes on
But
October 26, 2018.
8
Yeah, but
more
I just
episodes.
think-
8 more.
Nice.
8 more.
fine.
So
Like,
we'll
like I
have
said, like,
12 total.
keep
but
it generally short. I don't.
They were probably trying to gauge interest then.
I think they
Probably.
were, yeah.
It was
but,
like a pilot project for them almost.
but holy crap, they knocked it out of the park. That's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Those 4 episodes were so
Well
impressive. Yeah. So definitely.
I like there was like a certain level of corniness in there too. I like.
Well, yeah. I
I
mean,
think they know their audience.
yeah, it's a Konami game.
I
you
liked it a
know,
lot,
and it's like
actually.
I was expecting a reference to Wall Meat at some point. So, but yeah, I'm just curious as to where they're gonna go with additional characters and stuff because this seems like they're adapting Castlevania 3, like the plot of it,
Okay.
with some elements from Symphony of the Night. So
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. It doesn't really have to follow any specific game.
yeah, but I mean, if they're
It really just has to go with.
right, I'm just curious though because if they're following Castlevania 3, there's still one more character that needs to be introduced. So I'm just curious if they're going to put him in. Anyways, yeah, Castlevania Season 2. Is it an anime? I would consider it an anime, personally.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, because
yeah.
a lot of people consider Legend of Korra an
The
anime.
real question
so-
is like where you really want to draw the line.
Yeah,
on that
exactly.
Kind of stuff.
Yep.
I don't know if that's something we want to talk about like right now,
No, okay.
but
It
like
is a very
that's a
long,
big discussion.
It's a long discussion waiting to happen.
between
Yeah.
like Western cartoons and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it is actually a discussion worth having because it's interesting. It's not just a title.
Yeah.
It is it's a whole studio and style of production.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyways,
Nancy, do you want to read the next one?
Actually, I think I want Angelo to read this one.
Okay.
Come on, it's
So we've
just,
got-
yeah.
Hinomaru Zumo
it's a
by
sports
Studio Gonzo.
game. Sport.
It's a divine ritual, a martial art, a combat sport. It's sumo. A small, new student, Ushio Hinomaru, appears before the weak little sumo club of Udachi High School. The words big and heavy are the rules to this sport, which does not fit this newbie any inch. But this guy goes and does what? Ushio and the small sumo club climbs its way to the top. The goal is Hinoshita Kaisan, a title of the highest rank in professional sumo, equivalent of Yokozuna. A fired-up high school sumo tale. No retakes allowed.
Bravo.
Epic.
Very nicely done.
I don't watch sports anime.
I don't watch sports anime either, but I will say that this might be the first one I watch because I follow actual sumo.
Do you
okay.
actually?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't think that means I'll necessarily like it. Like, like I like cooking as well. I like watching cooking shows, but like I watched Shokugan. Oh wait,
Shokugeki?
yeah, Shokugeki. Sorry.
That was another one of those
that's
series
all.
that required at least 4 episodes to
And
get past
and
some
that
of
one
it.
was like that one was okay, and I liked Yakitate Japan and like other food
Oh,
shows.
Yakitate
like,
was great.
Food shows tend to be okay. I haven't really dipped my toe into the sports anime genre, whether it's like Free or Yuri on Ice or anything like that. So this is my first like real foray into it. I never even really watched like Prince of Tennis. So because I like sumo, it might totally I might totally hate it. Like it
Maybe?
might be too shitty.
So you know what
Might
this
take it apart too much.
Yeah, I might.
you know what this is gonna be though? Do you remember those stupid animated gifs that people make of like athletes going Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Do you remember the sumo one?
Oh no,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
do
there was
remember.
a gif like yeah, there's a gif floating around the internet
Yeah.
like years ago. This
Yeah.
basically someone was like, "That's an anime. I'm gonna make it."
I mean, why not? I think
not?
that it could be really fun. It could just be really
exactly.
entertaining.
It's just you know that's what all sports anime is really. Like
If anything, it's the most bara sports anime. Bara is just like a genre within like the it's used within like the Japanese gay community. It equivalently it means bears. So maybe it'll get if it goes in the yaoi direction.
Okay.
I imagine it might be the first one to.
it's a
appeal to
sports
that.
anime with
Yeah.
an all male
Sports.
cast. It's
To that.
going to yeah.
But if it doesn't,
Interesting
that's fine.
premise though. This is kind of like reverse body shaming. You know what I mean? It's like most sports
It is not. It's not because the protagonist is the smallest dude.
That's what I mean. It's like in a world full of like fat dudes
I
fighting.
guess.
They're gonna focus on the skinny dudes. You know what I mean? And it's like normally for
Yeah,
like
but of course it's a skinny dude
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
in the lead for a whole genre of sport that
I know, it's just-
involves big guys.
Defying the
why not-
odds.
Why
Yeah,
not have
exactly.
a huge lead as opposed to the small lead who is like probably traditionally more
Yeah.
appealing. But I actually quickly watched the trailer. The trailer was kind of hilarious.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, this
I should include trailers.
no, but this guy's like doesn't even look like a sumo wrestler. Is like the thing though, right?
Yeah,
so it's
Only
it's
one
kinda
of
like,
the dudes in the picture looks
only
like
a single dude. Everyone
Yeah.
else looks like a free character.
But the thing is, again, if you haven't seen the trailer,
Okay.
he actually looks hilarious. He kind of has like a normal looking face, like no fat face that you would normally get if the rest of your body is fat. But in the actual trailer, you see that he has like a regular face, but the rest of his body is quite large in comparison to it. So it looks hilarious.
Okay, well, it looks manly as hell. There's flames everywhere. So
Yeah.
It's very.
And everyone's in, the traditional sumo garb.
I'm not gonna watch this.
I'm totally
I'm-
gonna give it a try.
I don't watch sports anime.
I don't.
I don't
just on
really
principle.
either.
It might be total garbage. I'll let you know later.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, yeah.
You
let
will
us
be
know.
our ringer for that one.
This show is a show that I think is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Jay, do you want to read this one?
Sure, I guess. This one's an adventure genre called Sora to Umi no Aida by TMS Entertainment. And the story is set in Onomichi, Hiroshima in the year 20XX.
How vague can you be?
Yep. Fish disappear from the sea around the world, and only whales live in the ocean. The Ministry of Fishery decides to set up giant experimental universe fish tanks in space. The Onomichi Universe Fishery Union is established and begins to train space fishermen. Female fishermen are in demand due to the strengthening of equal employment law for men and women. 6 new female space fishermen are selected, not fisherwomen, female space fishermen.
Okay, hold on.
And the story centers on supporting their growth.
There's so much wrong with this goddamn description.
There's
I did
so
not write the
much.
description.
Oh, I know you didn't write it. I don't. This description was some garbage that some people wrote by committee.
Okay, hold on.
So, at least within the next 81 years, we have
The next
space
81
fisheries.
Yes.
Space fisheries.
Which makes no sense
we
because
figured out space fisheries
but-
before we figured out gender equality.
yeah,
Because we
apparently.
need laws to get space fishermen.
in the year 29.
Female space fishermen.
Also,
In the year
I want to point out
2099.
I want to point out how unrealistic it is that only whales live in the ocean because what the heck
No,
do
no,
they
I
eat?
can tell you
Another
exactly why they included that. Because Japan always does illegal whaling in the pursuit of science. So that's why they say that. It's like, oh no, we've depleted all the fish in the ocean. But not the
Except
whales.
whales.
Don't blame Japan. The whales are still there.
Yeah.
What the hell are the whales eating?
What are they eating? Themselves? Each other?
Baleen.
Are krill still there?
Krill.
Krill wouldn't be there if all the other fish
If
died.
everything died, the whales are dying too.
Yeah,
This is why I want to watch it. I need to see how stupid this actually might
And
be.
this
it
all
kind
takes-
of.
But it also might be a really fun show.
Space fisheries. What are they
Space
doing?
fisheries.
Is it like a giant space station with large aquariums full of fish in them?
Yes.
If it's like that,
Yes,
why the hell
that's
would it
what
be
it
in
sounds
space?
like.
A terrestrial you could just dig a lake easier than you could fucking
You realize-
build a space station that
Yes,
has
but-
tanks.
But the actual use of space basically doesn't exist in Japan, so therefore that must be the case everywhere.
Put it in fucking Arizona.
But where will all
Utah.
those
There's nothing
retirees
in
go?
Utah.
Personally, if you want to see whales in space, just go watch, Star
And
Trek 4.
okay,
But-
so
Star Trek
maybe
4.
it's not like that.
Macross
Maybe
7.
Oh, there you go.
Macross
maybe it's just
7.
like
Yeah.
a globe of melted water in orbit around Earth, and they have just a lot of fish living in there. What about gravity? How do fish deal with no gravity? And on top of that, how do they get the fish back?
You know,
Do
I
they
think-
just
favorite
put them in
part
a
is-
space barge and drop it from orbit?
I think
My favorite part about all of this, as I was reading it out, I realized that I only read the first 2 sentences before I added it to this list
Oh.
because I did not read the gender equality thing. And I thought that's why I thought it sounded so fun.
so.
Let's be real. They only wanted waifus as the main cast, which I'm all for. Good shit.
There's a Megan.
They didn't have to just add the blurb about like
Look,
freaking
there's a girl-
because the
there's
push
a-
to gender equality. It's
There's
like,
a purple haired
just
girl with
straight up. It's like,
glasses.
yeah, we've just got
There's
waifus. Who
there's
gives a
a
damn?
red-headed girl with blue eyes that looks
With a
adventurous.
twin-tailed white fox on her head.
Yeah,
Which,
we've got like a
Goth
like
lolly.
a goth lolly, and we have 2 other generics that are probably like gay for each
Oh,
other.
it looks like we
And then
found our
have one that's like a
tsundere
child.
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
The tsundere.
Oh yeah,
totally
the
happy
tsunderes. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they could have just been like, we're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon. There ain't no whale, so we tell tall tales and we sing a whaling tune. They could have just been like,
are we gonna
we're
take it
space
down in
fishermen.
Egypt?
Deal with
Dude,
it.
Are we
like,
gonna
But with
copyright
all
infringe?
the extra fluff that they added onto it, it makes it so that I cannot take this seriously.
For some reason, I'm just envisioning like, you ever gone to like a New Age store and like you see like a painting that's just been clearly painted while the artist is on LSD, right? It's like, yo, it's the cosmos, man, and there's like a globe full of water and there's fish in it and there's like whales and it's
Do you
like
think
women.
someone just saw that and just said that would make a great anime?
Yeah, that's
Having that said, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Okay.
Can't wait to see
I'm
what
not gonna
gender
say-
equality looks like in 2099.
Oh man.
No, I want to see space fishers.
Oh, okay.
I want to see people fishing in space. I want to see
Female-
what they do about
remember,
it.
These are female space fishermen, but they're not space fisher women.
Who knows?
They're
Maybe
female.
Fisher
it's just
person.
a really
Fisher
shitty description,
persons.
and this is the next planets.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't compare it to planets, please.
Oh, no.
No, that show
not
was
gonna be
great.
that
That was a great show.
It's not going
such
to be
a
that
good
good.
No.
Okay, I will give this the 3-episode try and see how far I get before I have to turn it
It
off.
might be a really fun show.
It might be a huge train wreck. I don't know.
It
but
could be worse.
It could be fun. I don't know.
I've watched really awful train wrecks with tonal whiplash all over the place and loved every second of it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Those of us who can't see what I'm doing, I'm shrugging. Just,
All right.
Okay, what's next?
looks like we've got a romance, drama, slice of life one, but called
Do you want to read this, Nancy?
sure.
Yeah, gate.
Okay.
Yagate Kimi ni Naru by
Yeah, gate.
Yagate. Yagate Kimi ni Naru. And Yu has always loved shoujo manga, and she awaits the day she gets a love confession that sends her heart aflutter with bubbles and blushes. And yet, when a junior high classmate confesses his feelings to her, she feels nothing.
Wrecked.
Disappointed and confused, Yu enters high school, still unsure how to respond. That's when Yu sees the beautiful student council president, Nanami, turn down a suitor with such maturity that she's inspired to ask her for help. But when the next person to confess to Yu is Nanami herself, has her shoujo romance finally begun?
Oh wow,
That's actually very mature. I'm super surprised at this.
that's cool. Yeah.
It's not very typical for like a Japanese high school female student to just like be really reflective about maturity and her feelings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So this is actually kind of nice to see.
Yeah, and
It still might be total trash. But
It might be.
I actually have a few things to say about that, but
well, it doesn't even look like they're teasing like a relationship. This is straight
Yeah.
up just like you
yeah,
know,
it seems like they're straight up going into a relationship.
I want
Yeah.
to point out, again,
Well-
I know you guys can't see the art, but what it is
Oh,
like
I
two
can
girls-
tell you
two
right
high
away,
schools.
this anime is going to look gorgeous.
It's probably going to look
It looks
gorgeous.
great.
It's
gonna
probably
be
going to
wholesome
have
as that.
awesome music as well.
so Troika, the studio. Are you familiar with them or
Yes.
what have they done?
Old Noah Zero,
Oh,
Recreators, and Beautiful Bones. 3 fantastic looking anime with wonderful soundtracks and serviceable plot at best.
Serviceable plot.
Oh boy, that's what I'm all about. A serviceable plot.
And this is where my only reservation with this so far goes.
Okay.
It's just cautious optimism, I guess. Maybe this is the time that Troika finally has a good story in their anime.
I mean, honestly, as long
but
as
this is romance.
a lot of people love
Story
Old Noah
is
Zero.
everything.
as long as it doesn't follow the shitty trope of like, are you gonna get together?
Are
Will
you
they or
not
won't they?
gonna get together?
Like, because that's probably the worst trope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to romance, anything.
Well-
I don't care if it's a live action drama. I don't care if it's like anime or cartoon. Doesn't matter what thing you ever see it in. If your characters don't, if your characters are clearly attracted to each other and they don't get together, or they do get together, but like they don't do it within like a space of like 2 or 3 episodes, like fuck it, burn the
Yeah.
whole thing down because
Yeah.
it's just garbage. No one
So-
wants to watch it. Everyone just gets like frustrated about it. I yell at the TV.
Today
was
I
like,
learned
fucking
that
love
Jay
it.
doesn't respond well to being blue-balled by an anime series.
No.
Got
Jay,
it.
My
what
favorite.
did you
my
think
fir-
about Maid Dragon, where the
Never watched it, so
main
fuck
2
yourself.
characters decided that they were in a sexual relationship in the first episode?
I didn't see that, but I will say
But then
that
for the
one of my
next
favorite
11
shows.
episodes, they were sleeping in different rooms.
What?
Angelo has like this 100-yard stare going on.
Oh, I love the Maid Dragon, though. Maid Dragon was great.
No, but I mean that's why I loved a show called Orin Monogatari, which is like
Yeah.
it was a really wholesome little show where it was like this big dude falls in love with this
That was wholesome. Yeah.
with this girl, and they go to different high schools, but they get together real quick, like in like 2 episodes.
Yeah, and then the rest of the show is about like how they met.
Essentially how how
Right.
wholesome their relationship is. It's a really fun, cute show.
Yeah.
I want this show to be like that.
Well, it might be.
It might be.
But it also brings it, like I will say that in this description, it also brings in the possibility that you might not necessarily be gay.
But I mean, well,
It could just be a girl crush.
It could be.
Can I
And that's
just-
kind of where I'm like I'm interested, but I would also again not like to be blueballed by.
Can I just
Alfred?
bring up it's just kind of really cool to see anime like this being a lot more open about it instead of just like, you know, teases and all that, right? Like just look at the poster, it's like, yeah, this is what it is, you know.
Yep.
And I almost think like this is, you can kind of owe that to Yuri on Ice, right? Because that was one of the few shows from
It
like,
kind of fulfilled the relationship promise.
yeah,
if
it
you
was
wanna call it
like
that.
there wasn't a tease. There's a build up and
There's
it
a thing
happened.
where they like each other,
Yeah.
and then they actually do get together, and then not only do they get together, but they progress together.
Yeah, and it actually
progressing
happened,
together is one
you
of
know,
the
and
biggest issues that you never see.
a lot of people were commenting that Yuri on Ice was kind of just a weird one-off thing for Japan because, like, you know, Japan's obsessed with the whole like,
Well, Japan's had a lot of weird one-offs in that regard.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
okay,
they usually are a weird one-off that it's years apart from
Japan
the next.
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
weird
I
one-off
mean, like
from the
now
rest
it's
of the
like,
world.
you know, so I don't know. It's like if it turns out good, right, then that's wow. It's could we could see a new wave of, you know, really
Yeah,
cool
like,
representation
essentially a
in Japanese
new
anime, right?
Take on the genre.
Yeah.
Which is, in a manner of speaking, it's just respect for romantic development.
Yeah, because like I mean, you know, when you do like teases like that, right, or like Yuri on Ice, everyone saw it. They're like, okay, well, this is just fan service. They're not actually going to get together, right? And it ended up being about like a
How they get together.
yeah, and like their relationship, right? So it's, you know, that's progressive in the sense that it's not just
Yeah.
for
It's not fucking Kimi ni Todoke, which is probably one of my least favorite shows. I've
Fucking
ever.
Sparkles No Bubbles where nothing ever happened.
Oh my god! It was literally, if you've never watched it, it's about this one girl who is kind of an outcast because she's a nice girl.
Oh, she's a
She
scary
just
looking
looks
girl.
scary.
Except by the halfway through the second episode, everyone's forgotten that she's a scary, creepy
Yeah,
looking
but
girl.
like the whole thing is like her name's Sawako, which sounds like Sadako because she. And when we say scary looking, it's not because she looks like a gangster. She looks like she has
the
that
girl from The Ring,
long,
yeah.
creepy black hair.
yeah,
and
she
that
looks
kind
like
of thing.
Sadako.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing that they have against her, and then they realize that she's super nice, and then there's this one boy who kind of started it off by being nice to her, so she took it, and she was like, I have romantic feelings for this guy, and all this other
and
stuff.
then they don't get together.
But it is just hurdles upon hurdles of not getting together.
What did you think of
dumb ways.
Toradora?
Yeah. Okay.
But they got together in the end.
Anyways,
Yeah, but in shows like that, they always get together at the end. So it's not like a big fucking deal that they got together. And
I
they
mean, in Taiga's other show, Zero no
Goodbye,
Tsukaima, they
Alfred.
reset it every season.
Goodbye, Alfred. We've gone down this path.
no, I just want to say though, it's like a lot of these. That's kind of what sells though. Is this sort of like tease, will they, won't they?
No, that's
right?
what
It's
it
like,
used to.
Yeah,
hate
but
it.
I mean, like now, I think the anime industry is starting to realize that no, they're like a lot of the Western audience wants this, and
Showing the
not even just the
actual
Western audience.
relationship
I also-
can
Yeah.
be good.
Exactly.
I
yeah.
also want to point out that I'm okay with relationships not happening if they're like
Handled
actually
maturely.
not happening.
Yeah.
Because like one of my favorite shows or movies, I guess, of all time is probably 5 centimeters per second, which is literally a movie about a dude's relationships throughout his lifetime, and showing how that not your first love isn't your last love, and showing that your second love probably isn't your last love, and your third one is also probably not your last love, and around the time around your fourth, you remember your first, and you're like, that was good. But it's just like showing the reality of like relationships that they break apart and they can come back together,
Right.
but they're also fleeting, and they're not always
right. So you're saying
Saying this in front of the married couple, jeez.
true.
It's okay. It took us a long time to find each other, but I'm happy we did.
Aww.
Okay.
But that is a great movie, and I love the fact that it's willing to show that relationships can change over time, and like distance can grow, and it treats the characters as real people, not just
Right.
tropes. Right?
Exactly, and I think that type of thing is missing in anime. Like I know that they have to cater to a particular demographic, but come on, like it
it's like,
says something that Yuri on Ice is so popular and so successful, right?
I
So
could probably actually watch Yuri on Ice. I've only watched like the first.
That's
two
pretty good.
episodes.
yeah, and like it says something else too. I haven't watched it either, but I know like about the dynamics of
Like,
the
if you're
show
not
and
going
stuff,
there
right?
for the
So-
gay, just stay for the figure skating. It's good.
Except no, I'm actually this is why I like the sumo anime, because
But-
I like figure skating as well. But I like sports in general. But the thing is, people keep on telling me like when they were watching the anime and they were showing me bits of it, and they're like, the figure skating is so well animated. I'm like,
No, it's not.
It's
No,
pretty
it's not.
choppy, yeah.
yeah, it's garbage.
Like,
I've seen
It-
actual
it's
figure
done
skating.
well
I've seen-
enough.
I watch gold medal winning performances. I know what good figure skating looks like.
to actually animate
Garbage.
good figure skating would have been
Pretty tough.
all of
Billions
the
of
budget.
dollars, yeah.
All of the budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
But Angelo, who has the juiciest butt?
Wait, and Yuri on Ice?
Yeah.
I don't freaking remember. I was looking at the figure skating.
Giacometti.
Knew you
Moving on.
weren't a weeb.
Moving
You're
on.
just a wannabe.
Awesome. Anyways, are we
Well,
gonna
wait a
watch
minute.
it?
If you're gonna make this into a weeb test, which
No.
dragon was best dragon?
I haven't seen it.
Was it Toru? Was it Lukua? Was it Kana? It's not Kana, and everyone who thinks it's Kana is wrong and a pedophile.
Anyways, are we gonna?
Is Canada like the
Who's
little?
gonna,
Yeah, that's
who's
the
gonna
only
watch?
dragon.
Yeah,
Who's
okay.
gonna watch Yagate Kimi no Ninari?
I will watch it with a 3-episode try.
If it gets like really big recommendations, maybe I'll give it a try.
It's one of those things where I kind of either want to jump in the train before it comes, like before it becomes big,
If it
or
becomes big.
or just realize that it's total shit. So I'd probably watch it earlier than later. Like, just do the 3 episodes.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to. Yep.
I'll talk about something else in a minute
Okay.
after
Anyways,
we do this last
do
one.
you want me to do it? Or- okay. All right.
Do it.
Okay, adventure, comedy, fantasy. Tensei Shitara Slime Dataken by 8-Bit. Lonely 37-year-old Satoru Mikami is stuck in a dead-end job. He's unhappy with his mundane life, but after dying at the hands of a robber,
He's free!
he awakens to a fresh start in a fantasy realm as a slime monster.
I hated those things.
As he acclimates to his goopy new existence, his exploits with the other monsters set off a chain of events that will change his new world forever. So, like,
First of all-
like Slime Monster from Dragon Quest.
Dragon
Yeah.
Quest is what I thought of.
The first time I read this, I read up to the ellipses, said fuck, thought you were trolling us by including this. I was like, God damn it, not another one. Not another one of these shows. Not another goddamn shitty isekai show. And then I kept reading and I was like,
First of all, we know there's gonna be fan service in this. There's like
Oh, it's probably going to be
There are
Rose.
girls
There's like
everywhere.
4 girls everywhere. There's like cleavage galore, and then there's also the slime monsters. So you know that there's gonna
There's
be
some
like,
chicks.
There are 3 girls doing the bend
there's
over
way-
pose.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, there are
there-
3 doing the bend over pose.
One, two.
All of them are wearing like tight skin fitting costumes.
There's
There's
at least
one of the
7
main
girls.
princess carried, and she's carrying the slime dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
in against her chest.
There's
Basically,
an orc.
Yes.
I'm happy.
generic
that there's an orc.
JRPG where it's like, you know, the more skin you show, the higher armor stat it has.
Oh yeah, when you're with ladies armor, like if you're wearing just a bikini, you know she's top level.
She's top tier.
top tier character.
Top tier cleavage.
Okay, I don't know. This sounds funny.
I'm going to watch it.
I don't think this will do anything that Overworld won't do better. Or, sorry, Overlord.
Overlord, as far as it goes, like that's a really OP character who's actually the villain. And that's what's great about Overlord.
Yeah. But I mean, it's another.
and then
like,
there's the
as
other
monster.
isekai anime going on right now. That other Mouse Sama show with one elf with really huge tits.
Are we allowed to say that word?
Yeah.
We've said shit. Why can't? Anyways,
Go for it.
like it's just that one's absolute trash. But it's just good enough to be something else every other day. So you've got Overlord on like Tuesdays, the Mouse Sama show on Thursdays, and now we've got this for next season. It's great.
Slime
it's good.
monsters.
Slime monster.
Yes.
So this kind of
Give me more isekai. I'm a slut for this garbage. I hate it, and I'm never gonna stop watching it.
I can't do too much isekai.
don't-
It's just so. There's
Every
too much of
isekai
it.
I end up watching, except in Another World with my
What is-
smartphone. That was a
Is that
shitty
actually a
isekai.
genre?
is
What was it?
Isekai is like another world genre.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you got like
You get
ReZero.
trapped in another world.
Does no what was it? No game. No wait. Is it no game?
No Game No Life
No Game
is
No
totally
Life.
isekai.
Sword Art Online.
Dot Hack Sign is
Yeah.
also isekai.
Does Escaflowne count?
What does that mean?
Escaflowne is
Escaflowne
absolutely
counts.
isekai.
What is it? What is it? Not what does it mean? What is the?
I think it just means New World.
Yeah, it means other world.
Other world.
Oh,
Okay.
Sekai as in world. Okay.
Okay, so Sword Art Online was one.
Oh,
Sword
yes.
Art Online was total isekai.
Okay.
That arguably started the
Okay.
isekai trend that we
Log
see these
Horizon.
days.
I don't know. Dot
Log Horizon was great. I fucking
Yeah.
love
No,
Log
but-
Dot
Horizon.
Hack
That was
was,
fun.
you know.
So you have to be trapped there. You're from the normal world, but you're trapped in another one. Does that kind of?
I don't know if that really counts because I would totally count Inuyasha as isekai.
Okay,
Does,
yeah.
does
What about
dimension traveling count? Like,
Yeah.
I would say so.
So
Because
first-
there
did
was
you
the
watch-
one DT dimensional transfer garbage that was isekai.
Did you watch the first Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes,
The first one? Is
where
that
they ended
technically-
up in World War II.
Yeah. Is that technically isekai?
The show as a whole isn't isekai because that was like one episode.
I guess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I learned a new genre. I didn't know that was a genre.
Yes.
So okay, that's
No, I mean
interesting.
that totally makes sense. As it, that
yeah.
it is though.
But
yeah.
I'm totally gonna give this a shot. We've
I will
got
not.
Overlord where it's the dude is the most powerful being in the universe. Now we've got the dude is
Who is,
literally
like,
the
the least-
weakest monster in existence.
Yes.
I'm all over this.
So I can't find the dude. He's either like the blue thing that.
he's
I
blue
think
thing.
he's
That
blue
actually
thing
the
that's
blue
being Princess
thing.
Carrie.
Literally
That
the blob.
blue thing that she's clutching very
Yeah.
tightly into her boobs.
Yeah.
I just love the description as he acclimates to his goopy new existence.
Yes.
You
Also,
like that part? I like the part.
also
where he
his
dies.
exploits.
His exploits.
His exploits with other monsters.
But there's another adventure show happening this season called I love the manga, Goblin Slayer. It's about a dude who slays goblins.
What?
No way.
No way. Yeah.
What? A
crazy.
descriptive
Basically-
title?
This show is just straight up a D&D campaign where the main character is a dude who was basically traumatized by goblins as a child. And so he's become one of the highest level adventurers by only slaying goblins. To the point where he won't even consider higher level quests because the goblins have to fucking die. Now,
Racism, the anime.
I'm kind of interested in how they'll adapt the first little bit of it because the first couple chapters of the manga were really fucking rough. Like, they went to great lengths to show that goblins are the scum of the universe and must be destroyed.
That's not an analogy for anything.
No, not
No,
at
no,
all.
no. Like, they're little rape monsters.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
But then the rest of it follows Goblin Slayer, who's like a scraggly night dude. You've got Priest Girl, who's like little Claire.
Of course, the
priest.
girls that heal.
Okay. Is it easy? Is it
Isekai.
Isekai?
No, because it starts off in this world to begin with.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Isekai would.
So this is
the
just-
whole, the
this
whole
is just
premise of
fantasy.
Isekai as a genre.
Because you described it as a D&D campaign. I'm just imagining this one guy who
It's
did
literally a D&D campaign.
No,
the characters
but-
don't even have names. Their
no.
names are their titles.
But I thought it was like the way you described it. I thought it was like some guy who gets dropped into this world and doesn't know that there's other side quests and just farms
Nope.
low-level monsters over and over
His
again.
family
until-
got killed and raped before his eyes by goblins.
okay.
And so he is just going to kill all the goblins.
You made it sound funny.
So
This
it's-
doesn't sound funny
Yeah,
anymore.
No.
it does not sound
Okay.
funny.
No.
What? Okay. First
It's
of all,
serious.
I want to
Okay.
go back to the show. Are we gonna? You'll watch it?
I'm watching it.
So,
Hell yeah.
so slime
I won't watch
Dr.
it.
Ken. Okay.
Like
yeah.
I said, I'm a slut for isekai. I'm going to watch them all.
I'm going
I hate
to
myself for it.
not put my fingers into this dirty mess, and you can tell me about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the good thing to
I
do.
probably
Too
won't touch
goopy
it.
for you?
Yeah, too goopy.
Too goopy.
Too goopy.
My manicure would never survive.
I will say though,
Ugh.
I want to bring it back to like isekai. My favorite, I think, isekai show is actually a live action. It's a Japanese live action by the name of Hiro Yoshihiko, which is like, it's kind of like the D&D idea where it's basically there's this guy who wakes like he's kind of like poor, but he wants to make his way up into the world, so he decides to be like a hero, and he decides to start learning like how to be a hero by learning all these skills and things like that. And it's actually super funny. There's like battle scenes where you kind of see them like do like the JRPG style where they're like standing around and like
That's great.
kind of like, you know, battle ready positions and stuff like that. And there's just like a lot of like RPG style humor, but all in like a sort of low budget live action adaptation. It's hilarious. But it is isekai just because like near the end, it's not a huge spoiler, but there's like a real world element to
Right,
it.
okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Watch a lot of that stuff. It's actually hilarious.
Okay, last 5 minutes. And it's kind of cool that we have Nancy here because Nancy, you're a voice actor.
Okay.
What?
What? Sorry, did you not know about this?
Get her out of here.
So I have the opportunity to actually ask you this. Would you, if any of these got a English dub, would you voice any of these?
Oh man, I don't. Okay, so the majority of my career up to this point has been
Wanting to be a
mostly
goopy
cutesy.
monster?
No, Jay! How dare you put those words in
I
my
think you could voice a pretty good goop monster.
Yeah.
blurp blurp.
Murloc voice.
Yeah.
I was thinking Murloc too.
Murloc, yeah.
Murloc.
It's
I don't know. I imagine they would sound like super high pitched, almost like a balloon as it's being deflated.
Wasn't I making that sound earlier?
Yeah.
Anyways.
The majority of the roles I've played have either been really cute girls or like, you know, that anime trope. It's like it's the cute, sweet best friend, you know. And I think maybe doing something a little more. Okay, if there's anything in here where I can be a bad guy, that'd be fun. I think if I did,
You could probably, let's see.
Oh, you could be one of the space fishermen.
I would not want to be one of the space
Why
fishermen.
not? What's wrong
Female space fisherman.
What's wrong with being a space fisherman?
Well,
It would be like Deadliest Catch, but you're a cute girl.
but
In
Shit,
space.
I would watch that.
But I don't want to be in a
Space.
society where they haven't figured out gender equality yet before they figured out space fish.
Yes. I really like that universe. that they were coming up to.
So he actually
Let's
got.
put it's we could not develop both.
We
of
need
those things in
priorities.
society.
So
Yeah.
if that
Not
script
side by
actually
side.
ended up on your desk, you would just read it and throw it out.
Oh man, it depends.
Okay.
It depends. If that script actually went somewhere really funny, and it's hard to say because we haven't seen any of these shows
I
yet.
really
Exactly,
just do think
yeah.
it's an awful description.
I think if it was actually like a hilarious train wreck, it might be kind of fun to be a part of.
But
Oh,
yeah,
like ghost
but you're
stories?
saying like you want to be like a villain, or you want to be
But-
someone who has more substance to their character, who's not just like, yeah, I'm always the best friend.
I'm the bestie who loves you, and I'll always be here to
Support
support
you.
you. Yeah, that's
Would you want to be one of the girls from Yagate?
from Yagate.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd give that a go.
Would you
Something
want
more emotional would be nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could be who knows? You could be Nanami. You could be student council president Nanami.
Student president. Okay, student council president sounds like she's got to be top tier student. So
Well, like monotone, really authoritative. You know.
I don't. Yeah, but I think that's like a shitty anime trope. I think this
Yeah.
is just the kind of person like she's a type
Right.
A character because she clearly has like this thing where she, you know, if you're gonna be a class president, then you have to get voted for that.
Yeah.
And then she went ahead and confessed to you, as it says in the descriptor. So she's very much a go-getting type of person. So
Yeah,
I think
right.
that'd be a really the determined
It
character.
could be an interesting role for sure.
Yeah. Cool. So
Be a sumo wrestler.
So
Maybe I could be that alien girl in Ingress.
What if you voiced the little fox thing in Space Fisherman?
What would it say though?
I don't freaking know.
meow meow.
Yeah, you'd just be saying like you'd be making like sounds.
Hey, I do that at
animal
home all the
sounds.
time.
It's true, she does.
That settles it. You're the white fox thing from
my
Space
God.
Fisherman.
I'm the new Tama. No.
Would you want to be like in the process of being a voice actor? There's always like the issue of like essentially being like typecast, as you were kind of talking about.
It's true.
Would you want to be known as like a Pikachu? Like the voice actress for Pikachu is so ubiquitous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's literally
She's in
all
every-
she'll ever be.
Probably.
in the minds of anyone who's not like just working
Hey, she's
with her, right?
I think that
She's just
depends.
Pikachu forever.
I think that depends a lot on what your goals are as a voice actor. Some people are okay with a steady paycheck and like
Who'd want a steady paycheck?
a steady
paychecks are
paycheck
the worst.
and like a very well-known role
the
that you were
salary.
known for. You were that voice, and everyone knows
Yeah.
Pikachu's voice. Like that's just that's like you said, ubiquitous. Like everyone knows it, whether you like Pokemon or not.
But that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, would you?
Hey man, is she really typecast when Ryan Reynolds took the role from her? Just
Oh
saying.
man.
Just saying.
Oh man.
Ryan Reynolds is the
Dang,
worst
Ryan
man.
Reynolds.
Okay, we should wrap up.
Cool.
Anyways, that's full anime for everyone to consider. I'm sure there are other shows, things that we don't really put on here are sequels, so I'm sure everyone has a sequel that they
Castlevania
want.
season 2.
Woo!
Castlevania season 2. That'll be a really fun one to watch.
I'm excited for JoJo Part 5, new season of Index. I want to watch Goblin Slayer because I really like the manga.
I'm just watching more of One Piece. I'm all caught up.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How
god.
the hell do you catch
How
up?
is that still going?
Friggin'
By the
pirates,
virtue
man.
of- I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun show.
What are they, like halfway done now? Something like that?
Recently.
It's never going
No,
to end.
they confirmed that they're like somewhere around like the 1/3 mark, maybe.
I generally dislike it when a show is that overarching. It's just so long. It's too
But
long.
here's
Too
the
much.
thing.
It's too
The one
much.
thing that I like about One Piece, I know we're gonna end the show soon, but I'm just saying the one thing I like about One Piece over any other like shonen style long format show, everyone gets a backstory. Even in Dragon Ball, not everyone got a backstory. Naruto, not everyone gets a backstory. Literally, villains get a backstory. Literally, side characters get backstories. Like they try to flesh out the universe really well for you.
I can appreciate
And they're
that.
also very creative in the powers. It's not just like this is fire element stuff, this is water element stuff, this is energy power stuff. No, it's like you have a protagonist who's made of rubber, and if he's made of rubber, then anything else is possible. There's
Fair game.
beings made of light. There's beings made of thunder. There's beings made of or not made of anything, but they can split their bodies into little pieces and
Right.
stuff like that. Like there's endless creativity in the fighting style. It's cool. There's furries.
I
That's a
begrudgingly
style
accept
of-
your
that's a
reasoning.
that's a style of powers, being a furry.
I begrudgingly accept this.
Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much how.
Well, I mean, that's
I
basically
keep on
Beast
going
from
on.
X-Men's superpower.
There you go.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Thank you everyone for listening. We don't have too much on the slate heading into the winter months. I
Nope.
think, unfortunately.
Well, we are going to be kicking off our work season, I guess, for Otafest 2019
yeah,
very
we'll
soon.
be
here.
working on stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, so that's about it. We can't really talk about what's going on so far. But yeah, stay tuned.
We'll have some. I'm gonna have an announcement for you guys for November, so it's gonna be cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.